Chapter 9. The Declaration and the Birth of a Nation. By 1776, the tension between the American colonies and Britain had reached a point where compromise seemed unlikely. The colonies had spent years debating their rights, organizing assemblies and resisting laws they believed were unfair. They still hoped for reconciliation, but each new attempt only widened the divide. When fighting broke out in Massachusetts, it became clear that the conflict was no longer just about taxes. It was about the nature of government and the rights of individuals. The Continental Congress gathered in Philadelphia to decide what should be done. Delegates from the 13 colonies brought different backgrounds and opinions. Some believed independence was necessary. Others hoped for a peaceful settlement. But as the conflict continued, more leaders came to believe that the colonies needed to define their own future. They understood that remaining tied to Britain meant accepting a system that did not recognize their rights. In June of 1776, the Congress appointed a committee to draft a statement explaining why the colonies felt compelled to separate. Thomas Jefferson, known for his clear writing and thoughtful ideas, prepared the first draft. He drew on Enlightenment principles, colonial experience, and long-standing beliefs about natural rights. The document he produced was revised by the committee and debated by the Congress, but its central message remained the same. The Declaration of Independence stated that all people have certain rights that come from their creator, not from governments. It argued that governments exist to protect those rights, and that when a government fails to do so, the people have the authority to change it. These ideas were not new, but the Declaration expressed them in a way that was direct and compelling. It listed the grievances the colonies had against the British Crown and explained why they believed separation was necessary. On July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress approved the Declaration. The colonies now saw themselves as a new nation. This decision did not end the conflict. It marked the beginning of a long and difficult struggle. The colonies faced one of the most powerful empires in the world, and victory was far from certain. But the Declaration gave them a clear purpose. It united them around shared principles and provided a vision of the kind of nation they hoped to build. The Declaration of Independence matters because it defined the values that would guide the United States. It emphasized the importance of individual rights, the rule of law, and the belief that government should serve the people. These ideas would influence the Constitution, shape political debates, and inspire movements for greater freedom throughout American history. The birth of the United States was not just a political event. It was the result of centuries of ideas, struggles, and turning points. It grew out of the English tradition of limited government, the Enlightenment belief in reason and rights, and the colonial experience of self-government. The Declaration brought these influences together and set the foundation for a new nation. This chapter marks the moment when the colonies stepped onto the world stage as an independent people. It sets the stage for the next turning point in our story. The creation of a government strong enough to survive, yet limited enough to protect the freedoms the new nation had fought to secure.